Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Star Agent Starco Gaming here, back with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, today in this video we're gonna take a look at the new uniform for Jean Grey, the Marvel Girl uniform. A very awesome uniform in my personal opinion, guys. Definitely worth getting if you got the 1500 crystal laying around. Definitely, I know that this update is pretty expensive, so you might want to have to focus your crystal in some places. My opinion, if you're looking for a uniform, Jean Grey uniform and Magneto uniform are the two must-have uniform in this update. And if you look at characters, Mystic, if you can afford it, and Professor X are the two characters worth getting in this update. Now, with that said, guys, we are here today to talk about my girl Jean Grey. First, she become a universal character with this uniform, so she will be replacing Captain Marvel in Alliance Battle Extreme for both universal female hero and universal hero. So she's gonna be becoming a meta in Alliance Battle Extreme. She was already a meta in the World Boss Ultimate, and this uniform, in my opinion, just made her stronger because she does not have a class disadvantage against any of the World Boss Ultimate, which is amazing. PvP wise, we still have to test her in PvP, which we're going to be doing in this video. We do have a CTP of Rage on her, so it's going to be interesting what she can actually do now in PvP with a CTP of Rage. But before all of that, guys, we're going to take a quick look at her build and well, our skills, new skills, the uniform, the bonus uniform, and then we're gonna jump into the gameplay, guys. So let's take a look here. So the stats, we have max cooldown, max ignore defense, critical damage only 184%, but that's because I'm still missing the mythical uniform here. We're a little bit away from it. She'll have it by tonight's stream, hopefully, for you know, showcase her a little bit more in tonight's stream. By the way, guys, we stream Monday to Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. We have critical rate. Critical rate, she does not need that much because she gets critical rate from a 5th skill unless they change it. I didn't pay attention, so critical rate is not an issue. Attack speed, a little bit low, but we got to deal with that apparently. Energy attack 52,000, and then the skill she gets here, she gets Phoenix Force, so 5% increase of energy attack, increase fire damage by 3%. We get mine resist, so increase the mine resist by 10%, and mine, which increase the mine damage by 3%. And obviously we get a dodge cap here for the CTP of Rage. If we look at the gear, the Odin Blessing here, who we mostly only have two offensive Odin Blessing. We have a couple HP and 2 offensive, so you can see here we have one with skill cooldown, energy attack. We have one here with energy attack, critical damage. We have one with HP, double HP, 2, 3 with double HP, and then after that it's a mix of critical damage, energy attack, and dodge rate euro. If we look at the ESO set, we have a set bonus stage 11 in effect. We're still working on finishing this ESO set, which I should finish today or tomorrow too. So overdrive, so the stats we get here are all attack, all defense, critical rate, critical damage 8.5%, ignore defense 8.1%, activation rate 12% chance when attacking, plus 35% increase of all attack for 20 seconds with a cooldown time of 55 seconds. If we look at the custom gear, we have CTP of Rage, critical rate 26.5%, dodge rate 29.1%, and then we get the max stats here. Applied to self, increase 0.9% damage per 1% dodge rate and critical rate, and ignore boss damage decreased by 60%. If we look at the uniform, which is what we really interested interested in, to be honest. So we're gonna start with the uniform effect here, and I don't know if you guys experiencing that too, but I've been getting that orange circle of the death a lot since the update drop. Okay, so uniform bonus apply to self, 20% increase of all attack, which is actually pretty nice. The tier 2 ability has changed. Now it gives all resistance by 50%, increase skill damage by 50%, increase bonus damage by 50%, and decrease all damage received by 30%. If we compare to that here, it's pretty much the same as this one, to be honest, so not much change. The increase of all attack is 5% more than the previous uniform, so a slight bonus here. If we look at the skill changes, we have the first skills that mind resist downs up to 50%. Second skill, time freeze 3 seconds. Third skill, accumulated damage on damage taken, if I'm not mistaken here. Yeah, it's on damage taken. Fourth skill actually paralyzes in your immunity, so work on World Boss Ultimate for 2 seconds, and you do not want to cancel that skill because it's a channeling ability. It's not like the previous fourth skill with the previous uniform. It does not just keep going after you press the button. You have to, if you want to damage from that skill, you have to let it going. So the rotation changed a little bit with Jingri. It's not 4 cancel 5 anymore. It's basically that fourth skill is a filler onto your all you cancel are done. You're going to use that skill to take advantage of the rest of the damage rock on the rage, definitely. The fifth skill here, still give critical damage, critical rate, so we got an answer here. So 45% critical rate, so the cap on the critical rate on Jingri on the stat sheet will have to be 30%, so anything over 30% is fine. You don't have to worry about that. And this skills actually happen a little bit faster now, so it's actually pretty nice. It makes the rotation a little bit more fluid. Pretty much the rotation, if you use the Weapon X and Captain Hydra combo in World Boss Ultimate, because I know that's what people are most interested in, so that's what's going to be done into the World Boss Ultimate testing. I personally don't like this setup, but that's what you guys want to see all the time. So when you actually do the purple skills, you need to have your tier 3 ready. Obviously the rotation is going to do is pretty simple. You're going to do it, the purple skills, second skill, fifth skill, proc on the tier 3 skills. Then after that, on the tier 3 skills, you can it's a point to that you can cancel. You're gonna go with the third skill, the first skills, and the fourth skill, and then that's gonna pretty much be the rotation, pretty much. And when there's no when there's no tier 3 available or the purple button is not ready yet, you just smash buttons, to be honest. That's pretty much all you do, and you want to try to sync your fifth skill and your second skills for when your purple button is going to be ready, pretty much. And that's pretty much the skill rotation. If we look at the uniform option here, first uniform is Captain Marvel Endgame, second uniform is Namor Phoenix 5, third uniform is Ronin the Marvel Avengers Endgame, fourth uniform is Thanos Infinity War, and the fifth uniform is Human Torch Future Foundation. And as you can see, guys, I'm getting very close, but I am still a little bit away. Today we should be able to finish that. We're gonna farm a little bit of mission for XP, uniform XP, and we should be able to take care of that today, hopefully. So with that said, guys, we pretty much cover everything here with Earth. So what we're gonna do next, guys, I already pre-recorded before reset the World Boss Ultimate, so that one will be without commentary, without the webcam, but the 2 game modes we're gonna do first, guys. Actually, we could actually have one more game mode. We could do GBR2 because that's a game mode that people are really interested to see how she's gonna do. So we're gonna be doing GBR, we're going to be doing squad battle, and we're going to be doing PvP with her. Let's start with the PvP right away. So we're going to do PvP GBR, no thank you, PvP GBR squad battle, and then we're going to end this thing with a stage 99 World Boss Ultimate Ibanema. So let's go right into arena PvP. We cannot do timeline battle, we have to do a friend battle, so let's go I don't know who we're gonna fight. Actually, I want to try to fight this guy because he's actually a PvP build account, so that's actually going to give us a good idea of what Jean Grey can actually do it, and he actually has Sentinel set up there, which is actually pretty great. Now if we were to do that with a real PvP build, you know, real timeline team, we will actually put Silver Surfer lead, most likely, or now maybe Nimrod lead, but we don't have the Nimrod uniform. You can see I'm still a little bit short in Crystal, and then we're gonna go with a Colossus. Obviously this is the ultimate setup for Jean Grey, and we're gonna test this out in autoplay. I want to see how she does with the CTP of Rage against a team like that in PvP. So let's hit the fight button and let's see how it's gonna go. We're gonna let Silver Surfer take a bunch of damage and die first, then we're gonna see how she handles that after. Obviously we cannot really fight a Jean Grey this week since she's banned in timeline. The teams we face are pretty much based on, you know, timeline setup, so it's kind of impossible to test against other Jean Grey, but that'll still give us a good idea of what she can actually do here still. With a PvE build, obviously. With a PvP build, she could destroy this shit without the problems, to be honest. But what interests me is the PvE build. So, skill rotation 5, 3, 2, 5, 2, 1. I'm looking at what skill she's using because I want to see if she's actually going to do the 4th skill, because that's the only skill that actually makes her vulnerable, and it looks like they are skipping the 4th skill, which is actually awesome. Now we should get a tier 3. Yeah, there we go. Sentinel is well, Nimrod is actually pretty good survivability now. Damn, at least with a PvP account. Now we're gonna see that Thanos. Can that Thanos give us a challenge here? I have no idea, but we do have probably a CTP of Greed on him. Wait. No, we have a regen on him, so that's going to be interesting to see if we can actually beat him here. That's going to be very, very interesting. Oh, I mean on autoplay, because that's what we're testing right now. We're going to have to wait when she popped the tier 3 here, and there we go. Tier 3 autoplay, yeah, she can handle it pretty much. So even a Thanos PvP build is really easy to handle for her. So she's definitely, even with a PvE build, guys, she is gonna be pretty damn dope in here, definitely. Okay, so next we're gonna jump in Giant Boss Raid. Now that's gonna be very interesting to see how long it's gonna take to get a team going here. We might actually edit this part of the video to skip for when the fight is happening, but the team we're gonna use is pretty simple. We're gonna do that and Valkyrie. We're gonna insight on Valkyrie. We really want to give her the strongest team possible. Obviously, I'm really experiencing that yellow circle a lot today, as you can see. It is pretty ridiculous. Now we're gonna see how long it's gonna take to actually fill this thing. So what I'm gonna do here, guys, is I'm gonna cut this video and we're gonna come back as with the gameplay when we actually start the Giant Boss Raid. We finally made it, guys. It took me about 10 minutes to actually get a match started, so that was a really good thing. I decided to actually cut the waiting time here. So let's see how fast we can actually clear that now with Jean Grey this build. She is walking so slow, man. For somebody that flies, this is very slow. Okay, we got Frozen here apparently. Again, well, Frozen is just, you know, stuck in a position where we can't really attack. Quite annoying. There we go. Holy cow, I think I'm the one doing all the damage. Well, most of the damage here. That's actually pretty crazy. And you can actually move when you're using that 4th skill, by the way, guys, which is actually pretty awesome in my opinion. And there we go. She'll be over now. Yep, 55 seconds, and let's see how much of the damage I did. I'm pretty sure I did a lot. Oh, 54%. A little bit less than I thought, but we still own this crap pretty damn easy. So that was actually pretty awesome. So yeah, pretty strong uniform for a giant boss, right? Obviously, we're gonna have to test against Galactus on Saturday, but that was definitely awesome. Next, we're gonna jump in a squad battle, and we're gonna actually give her a try with a real build in squad battle. So that's gonna be very interesting. That's gonna be very different than when we did it under early access. So squad battle, we're gonna go with blast or superhero or no restriction. I gotta make up my mind here. I gotta make up my mind. We're gonna go with the no restriction here. I really want to see oh, she's universal, huh? We're gonna go universal. Yeah, we're gonna go universal. I'm not used for her to be universal yet. Sorry about that, guys. But I think we go. Oh yeah, we got a good team universal here. We can use does it work? Or yeah, it works on universal type. So that and Ghost Panther, and that shall take care of the mobile jumbo here. So we're gonna go with a first try on live server for squad battle, by the way, guys, which is actually pretty awesome that happening in this video. So let's have some fun with my girl. Okay, here we go. They actually changed a little bit of squad battle from the early access, by the way, guys. Now instead of the third round, instead of being 1 million, you only need 800,000. So that's making it a little bit, well, 800,000 to get the max reward, which is actually a nice upgrade, definitely. So basically, the way you want to do this, I know I made a guide about this, but a lot of people probably didn't watch it yet. So it's pretty simple. Phase 1, well, each round you have 3 phases. First phase, you collect 10 little orbs like that to get your protective light, while killing some stuff at the same time, so you can actually get points. And then you have to do that twice, because when the big time freeze happen, you need to have 10 protective light to not get time frozen. So that's what's important here. So that's why you collect those protective light twice. Then after the second big time freeze like we're having here, you just smash button and try to score as many points as possible, pretty much. Very, very simple. The second round is going to be the same thing, and the third round is going to be a little bit different. The third round, you actually need to make sure you have either a level 70 character or a tier 3 character to do damage against, to score points against the boss, pretty much. Yeah. And you're gonna have a big boss to fight, and you score as many points against the big boss, and you're still gonna have 2 phases where you need to collect protective light 10 times for the time freeze. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, we need to get out that skill here, so we're gonna actually collect those protective light. There we go. And you don't want to get hit by the red beam, because it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna reduce your points you have and kind of screw you up a little bit. You know, you could run out of time and actually collect your 100,000 or 200,000 points. So be really careful with this damage that can happen to you. And see, if you walk in too fast, that's what happens. You take a little bit of damage. I'm waiting for them to actually come. Oh, there we go. I knew the tier 2 was getting cancelled, but we're still gonna use it. With Jean Grey, it's pretty hard to do the first 2 phases. Well, not hard, but annoying, because they only get a few mobs at a time, and she does not really have a wide AoE, so that makes it a little bit more difficult for her. Or she has good wide AoE with that tier 3 skills, but you need to be able to execute that tier 3 skills and keep it going. But when the mobs die too fast, that's just not happening, so it can be a little bit annoying. And then now we got the boss phase. Boss phase, the boss can actually be CC, by the way, guys. See, can actually be CC, and you gotta do the same thing. Collect your protective light, avoid the boss abilities, obviously, Throw some skill as the boss so you can do some extra damage. And that's pretty much it. It's actually pretty simple. A good way is to just throw that second skill at the boss non-stop with Jingri Athletes and have some fun. And when you get your 10 protective light, well, you just blow up. Do as much damage as you can. Or as many points as you can. And you do also have the autoplay option, guys, if that's something that tickle your pickle. Definitely, that's an option. I think that time freeze did not actually work on him this time. He took a little bit of damage and we are one protective light away. See, there we go. And now we can just blow up the rest of the fight. Now we're gonna get a lot of freaking points the next few minutes. Well, the next few seconds, I mean. Bro, that hurt, man. And we made 1,390,000 points. That's actually pretty good. That was pretty good here, and we get some bonus points, so a total of 1,797,000, which is actually not bad for our first try here. Definitely definitely not bad. We got all the rewards, which is awesome, and we're gonna actually go open this box before we jump into the last game mode here we got on the list, which is World Boss Ultimate Ebony Mod Stage 99, obviously. So let's see what we get. 50,000 gold. So they did not improve the rewards here, which kind of sucked, to be honest. But anyway, that was pretty much all the content that we had before the World Boss Ultimate run for Jean Grey. As you can see, she is just plain awesome. Definitely worth getting this uniform, even if you have the previous uniform. Definitely, guys. So if you had any doubts about this uniform, hopefully this video help you, you know, conquer those doubts. Definitely. So definitely, she is one of the best top 2 uniform in this update, and definitely worth getting. If you have any question, feedback, comment, guys. There's a comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to enable the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when I post a new video, go live for a live stream. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, and guys, enjoy the rest of the gameplay in the World Boss Ultimate, and on that I will see you next time.